I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our prediction for the Pacquiao versus Ugas fight. Now, as you know, Ugas is a short notice replacement, but however, he was preparing for a fight that was going to be on the undercard, so he was already in camp. So I'm going to turn over to you, Conspiracy G. Who do you got, Pacquiao or Ugas? And just to remind everyone, Conspiracy G picked Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman to beat Manny Pacman Pacquiao. He's the only one on this panel that picked Keith Runtime Thurman to beat Manny Pacquiao, and he's the only one on this panel that was wrong. I bring it up because now G is picking another Manny Pacquiao fight. So, Conspiracy G, who you got, Manny Pacquiao or Yordenis Ugas?
Y'all ready for this? I got Pacquiao. Psych. Now I'm going Ugas, man. You know what I'm saying? And here's why. Hey, listen. Pacquiao, you the man. But again, Father Time got to show up one day. This has to be the day. And on top of that, Pacquiao's been preparing for Spence this whole time. So Ugas has the element of surprise. You know, now, Ugas ain't the strongest of punchers, but he's a great boxer. You know, he has good movement, you know, like credit to Cuban style of boxing. And that might, I'm hoping it'll confuse Pacquiao just a little bit, you know, because again, Pacquiao, Freddie Roach, this whole training camp, they've been preparing for Earl Spence. So Ugas, you have the element of the surprise. You're younger. I know you're hungry because, you know, people have been overlooking his career for the longest. You know, the fact that, you know, his English isn't that great. So this is his opportunity to transform his life for real, for him and his loved ones. I think he's going to take this really, really seriously. And yeah, man, this is more wishful thinking, but I'm rooting for Ugas. So my prediction is Ugas by decision.
All right, Ned the TBE. Who you got?
You're on mute.
I feel the person I think Pacquiao is gonna actually, like G, you said Ugas got the element of surprise, but Ugas was training for a different fighter, and now he has to fight Pacquiao, which is probably gonna be a harder challenge for him as well. And you're talking like Pacquiao's a slouch, like Ugas got all the keys to the doors.
I never said that.
He's just saying. It goes both ways. It goes both ways, bro. So
get the Philippines on your side, man. Go on.
Yeah, hold on. Just to be clear, G didn't downplay Manny Pacquiao at all. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
You ain't big him up either.
But I'm just saying, G, yo, you're doing a lot. Like you called the man 42 like he was ancient, and then now in that. So I'm just saying, man, go ahead, Ned.
It's not a lie though. I'm just saying.
You know, I just hope, you know, it's this last minute, you know, Ugas was like, you know, he champion in recess. This was a good opportunity for him. He was about to be the champion in recess, or he was the champion in recess. Now he gets the championship shot. He gets to fight for the belt.
Pacquiao was a champion in recess.
Yeah, the champion, yeah, he gets to fight. They get to fight for the belt. So he was the paper champion, like we like to call it here. And now he gets to fight for it in the ring. He gets to, if he can prove himself as a champion and become a champion, get his you know, get known. Now this will boost his profile as well if he could do it. But I'm picking Pacquiao.
All right, dollar bill.
Pacquiao. Pacquiao. Manny. Man, that's who I'm going with, Manny Pacquiao. I think he's just going to be too fast. That's what he was working on. He's working on speed. I think the speed is what's going to blitz Ugas. I agree with you, G. I think that Ugas is an excellent boxer, and I think that he was cheated in a fight, which Kaden alluded to. I felt like he was cheated in that fight with Sean Porter. I thought that he did enough to win. But Pacquiao's this is just different. this is legendary stuff right here. You know what I'm saying? He's cut from that Roberto Duran cloth. You know what I'm saying? This is just different. You know, and Ugas is going to see that this is different. May the best man win, but I'm going Manny Pacquiao. I just feel it like it's like you were saying, G. You know, Father Time, it catches up with everybody, but I just don't think this is the time. This is not the time.
Yes, Father Time is a very good argument, and to some extent, it's true. Father Time is going to catch up with us all at some point. However, you have to look at the modern day athlete. So you have to look at LeBron James in the NBA, for example, still arguably the best player in the game at the age 36, 37. Carmelo Anthony still putting in work at the age 37. Then you look at the cards last night with Rigondeaux, 40 years old, still putting in work. Nonito Donaire up there in age, around 38 years old, becoming one of the oldest, actually became the oldest, I believe, bantamweight to win the title. You look at Manny Pacquiao when he beat Keith Thurman, making history, becoming the oldest man to win the welterweight title. You look at what Bernard Hopkins was able to do, you know, the alien, and at his old age, the modern day athlete, today's athlete takes care of their bodies much better than the athletes did in the past. With sports science and with people understanding nutrition better and things of that nature, athletes are able to maintain their peak a lot longer than they used to in the past. So that's one thing you have to take into consideration. And you're looking at Manny Pacquiao and you're saying he's 42. I understand it. He's 42. But you can't just look at his age. You got to look at how he looks in his preparation, how he looked the last time he fought. And I'll say it to you like this. Manny Pacquiao looked good against Thurman. And what do we always say? You're only as good as your last fight. Is it possible he aged over basically the 2 years that he wasn't in the ring? Yes, it's possible. But until then, I got to give Manny Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt because he is the legendary great Manny Pacquiao. And so, you know, I saw Marquez knock him out with one shot. But Manny Pacquiao has proven to be durable through most of his fights. And I look at it like this. Manny Pacquiao is the A side. So, you know, when Spence pulled out of the fight, they had to go to Manny and say, okay, here's some options for you. Riverside Rocky. Probably threw his name in there, right? They came to him with a list of fighters, right? And said, who do you want? And Pacquiao picked Ugas, bro. You know that's the way it had to be. Because if Manny didn't want to fight Ugas, that fight wouldn't be happening. So Manny said, okay, look, and the WBA has its list of issues right now. And we're going to get to that later. He said, since the WBA did me wrong and made me champion in recess and refused to reinstate me as super with all these stupid belts they got going around, just give me their so-called super. And here's the thing. You brought up Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a guy who Manny Pacquiao laughs at. Sean Porter used to be Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner. The way Manny Pacquiao talks about Sean Porter is bad. Now, I don't necessarily agree with Manny Pacquiao's assessment of Sean Porter, but I think he looks at Ugas and said, you struggle with that? Then you're going to have a hell of a lot of problems with me. So I say all that to say, until proven otherwise, there are two fighters I never bet against, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. And as much as I like Yordenis Ugas, I believe he's talented. I think he deserves a shot. I believe he beat Sean Porter. He's getting his shot against the legendary Manny Pacquiao. But I'm going Manny Pacquiao. And don't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao stops him.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome.